What is going on, everybody? It is Craig. No unboxing. Not right now. The other video. Check it out. It has one. I have not done a movie review in a while. I did think of doing one of those a day 31 during the month of October, but God, I just didn't have the time. However, every now and then I get compelled. I get forced. I get drawn out to do a review for a movie. And I wish it was the case of this movie was so good, I had to sing it from the mountains. But no, as is the case, this is a rant. I haven't done many of these, but this is deserving. Jeepers Creepers on Reborn. I wish it was unborn. I wish fucking it was aborted. I wish it was given the Plan B pill. Any number of inappropriate things I'm sure would get me demonetized. But guess what? I fucking ain't. That ain't ever happening. Meaning I ain't getting monetized to begin with. This movie upset me greatly because I enjoy the Jeepers Creepers franchise. Let me rephrase that. I enjoy 2/3 of the Jeepers Creepers franchise. And yes, I know, don't start with Dick DeSalvo. There's skeletons in the closet of actors, directors, all that. He's separated from this thing now. I get it. However, the movie is probably as bad as the shit he did too. No, that's fucking inappropriate. But it was awful. Literally, whoever wrote it, whoever put it together, like they tried to well, let's take some Pumpkinheady stuff for when he's being born, and all of a sudden these crows can they can eat his body and then reassemble him later on, and he has this super screeching power, which I do remember. He did have a yell that was disorientating, but now it's more like a whistle, and people down no. He also doesn't seem to have anywhere near the strength he used to have, but I'm not quite sure if that's because they're pretending the other movies were actual movies, because they mentioned there were 3 movies made. But then there was a voodoo doll of Justin Long's character in the movie, so I don't know what's canon, what's not canon. I wish it was a canon to blow it up. Redis, I don't even know what it's which pick apart was. One, it was sent at some big horror fest to start. This horror fest had 20 people. And they tried different camera angles, make it seem like there was a lot more people there. All of a sudden, there's a druid worshipping scenes, feeding the creep or something. It was borrowing from movies, a recent movie, was it Long Good Night? I think that was called, with Scott Taylor Compton, which wasn't a good movie, but this movie makes that one look like it should get a fucking Oscar. So bad. None of the kills really had anything good in it. Especially when they quote-unquote stopped the creeper by just knowing, hey, there might be something really heavy on the roof. By the way, there's spoilers here, but trust me, these are good spoilers because you don't want to see it. They threw some giant, weighty, several hundred-pound weather vane from the roof with pinpoint accuracy. Yeah, that's probably not happening. It did open up nice. It opened up with Dee Wallace and her husband driving, very similar to Derry and his sister, in the first one. And the same thing, they saw the body get thrown out. They were doing some vanity plate competition, so beating you, be eating you, ha ha ha. And then all of a sudden it turns out they went missing. But here's the question. If they went missing, how'd they know they were there to begin with? Right? There's a footage of them going missing. They're on the image in the thing, in the missing. I'm not even going to get started with that whacking the suspension of disbelief stuff. Now, usually I do these rants. I don't want to go too long because who wants to listen to me whine and bitch? But I view this as a public service message. Stay away from this freaking movie. It even had a cheesy line. The one line, it was so cheesy. It was after she yanked out his eyeballs by using his shurikens. She's how you like those peepers, bitch? Yeah, well, technically, again, that means the other movie was canon for you even know about Jeepers, Creepers, why'd you get those peepers? Because they never said Jeepers in the movie. It was always the creeper. So they wouldn't even have that together. The acting? I guess the acting wasn't horrendous for the main 2 characters. Even the hillbilly dude was somewhat okay. I will say the woman in the occult shop was horrendous. Like I would watch a bad movie with her in it just to see her killed, and I might feel better. Like she's supposed to be this like sensing things. Oh, by the way, the girl too out of nowhere had some sort of psychic powers, but she never commented on them, never said she had them, and now she's gonna give birth to the creeper again later on. So convoluted. They tried to do that thing. Listen, I like Easter eggs. I liked, and I didn't really like the movie, but Jason Goes to Hell, when you're in the room and you see like the fluffy Clade and you see things like that in the room, that's neat, a little nod. This didn't try Jeepers Creepers. This didn't try to give Easter eggs. This just tried to randomly rob shit from other movies. Like, well, that was a good movie. Maybe we can do that. Predator. All of a sudden, the creeper sees like the predator in the woods. I don't remember that happening before, but it happens. Like, it's just so fuck. It don't listen. Jeepers Creepers 1 was one of my favorite movies from the 2000s. Jeepers Creepers 2 was fun. Not a great movie, but fun. Jeepers Creepers 3 was horrible, but I can honestly say, without even thinking about it for a fucking second, if I had to choose between watching Jeepers Creepers Reborn or Jeepers Creepers 3 twice, I'd watch Jeepers Creepers 3 twice. But anyway, thanks for checking out the rant. I also decided upon this. If I meet anybody and they genuinely tell me, no, Craig, you don't get it. This is a really good movie because it's like meta, but it's not meta, and they think it's meta. In fact, if you really like this movie, I decided I can't be friends with you. I can't because you clearly have poor judgment, and you might one day accidentally let off a fire alarm inside of a house. I don't know. Anyway, have a good one, everybody. I'll catch you next time.